Labour, oh Labour, Uppany ho Labour. We got Labour. We got to decify Labour. This is our place to do
that's
that.
how you done it.
It don't matter how whoever you voted for. This is it, people. Keir Starmer is our leader. Oh, hail our new leader. Can we reveal now, boys? Did you back him? Did you back him to win?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
I did. I went Labour this time.
you?
First time I voted Labour in.
Yeah, but that's because you've got a sweet tooth, mate, and you just thought, oh yeah, that means everyone's going to get free kid or something.
What? Where have you got that
That's
from,
why
bro?
there's people voting for it. They're like, oh look, he's kid in it, bruv. He's kid, bruv.
Yeah, no, I by the way, I did that. I went on one of these news channels months ago when they were talking about him. And I said, he is like Kid. I said, we have a thing in our culture. I had to explain to the audience. We have a thing like, it was our rice pudding. I said,
rice pudding.
Kid is a bit like, but
Yeah.
actually,
I don't mind Kid.
well, rice. Actually, you tell a lie. You're right. I changed it up for the Western palate. I said, you know, rice pudding is a bit middle of the road, a bit kind of bland and a bit whatever. You know, it's a little bit sweet. Whereas our kid,
better.
Nick.
That is.
Kid is comforting. Kid.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, he would love to be Kid, our Kid.
You don't want to compare Kid to like Ambrosia. Big difference.
No, it's big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah, huge. So anyway, we have Kid. We have our Kid Starmer, and it's all done.
And do you know what? Come to think about it, now it's like, you know, obviously, you know, I know a lot of people that probably didn't vote for him as well. But I think everyone's in the same boat. Like, well, look, we just got to give him a chance now, innit? It's cool. Just it is what it is.
Well, I don't know why you're saying a lot of people didn't vote for him. It's like the biggest landslide victory.
Of course,
ever.
no, I know that, but like, there's a lot of people that like just generally I was speaking to, and a lot of people are like, oh, no, we're not going Labour, we're doing this, we're doing that. I'm like, oh, all right, cool, but it is what it is now. This is the.
I think it's the circles that you move in. So if your circles are conservative circles, and that's not. I'm not.
How do you know it's conservative?
Oh yeah, bruv, you ain't got no time for Green Party. You,
What do you mean?
Satch is a reformed man.
I'm all for the planet.
I won't tell you the conversations that we've had. If Satch said, we know the people that glue themselves to the road. I hope you don't glue yourself in front of Satch's car.
That's me.
There's going to be a DJ going over you with rhythm. That's what I'm saying. He'll be doing it back to back in the mix. He'll take you all out.
Can I just say, I was lucky to meet Keir Starmer like 2 days before he became Prime Minister, which is a bit of a madness.
No, it's not. Go on.
Well, yeah, because he came into work and everything like that.
He didn't come to Gujarat. He didn't come to Ahmedabad Central in Harrow and come and see you.
No,
you work in a major organisation, Kedge. He's going to be there.
No. But
what did you say to him, Kedge?
I just said, all right, nice to meet you. That was it. And then obviously I had to take some. I had to, sort out all the social content around him.
No, see, I'm disappointed, Kedge. I expect you.
Well, there's so many security guards and all that. You can't be flapping around.
You're the kind of guy.
You can't be bending levels. There's levels.
Kedge would have slid into him and gone, listen, if you want to into Modi, I'm your guy. Listen, if you want to do those India UK connections, business relations, let's make it. I didn't spit on your hand.
I didn't notice that Modi put out a tweet to say to Rishi, thanking him for his efforts and deepening the India and England ties and all of that. Yeah, connections and all of that, which I thought, all right, fair enough, because obviously my man Modi, he won, but Rishi didn't. So, and also, can we just have a little moment? Because, I don't know, but this is the way I see it. I don't think we're going to have another Asian prime minister for a long time because Rishi kind of got it by fluke. He wasn't voted in. I don't think this country will ever vote in an Asian prime minister again.
Yeah,
and so
maybe.
No, I don't know.
But then, look, I want to balance that. Because many people would take that as saying, "Oh, so what? Are we like a racist country? Would never." It's not that. Would we ever have a white prime minister in India?
No, exactly.
Right. So what I mean is,
well, some people argue that Rajiv Gandhi potentially is more white than he is Asian. But anyway, I'm not going into any of that.
But that's a whole other can of worms because of how multicultural we are and not are and all this kind of stuff. But
but you know what I mean? I just don't think there will be another Asian prime minister.
Do you know what, Kedge? I never say never. Never say never.
No, of course. But
at the end of the day, our mayor of London is Pakistani. So, that's a big thing as well.
Yep. So
but the amount of hatred he's getting at the moment.
But it doesn't matter. He's there and he won in the latest.
but that's
hatred. They've all got hate. You know what? I tell you what, being them is like being an A-list celebrity who is controversial in every way, because you're never going to please everyone. Right now, everyone's got something to say about everything. And can I point out for the record, and I've got no shame in saying this, my kids are in private school. So if now I voted Labour, that means 20% hike on fees.
Bruv. Are you feeling all right?
Man's loaded. You can pay. I'll go back to private school if you're paying. You know what I mean?
Right. What I save on hair products, I put towards school fees. So that's how it works, right?
Wow.
So all those haircuts. I did think about this. How you have a haircut every 2 weeks?
How much?
£20 a haircut every 2 weeks, right?
No, £3 a month. No one goes every 2. Who goes every 2?
I go every 2 weeks, so 2 a month.
There you go. So that's £40 a month. That's over a year. That's nearly 500 quid. I've been bored for 20 years. So 500 quid. That's 10 grand.
Wow. That's not shampoo. That's not shampoo, gel.
No, yeah. All of that. Yeah. You're right. I'm saving, bro. I'm up. Wow. House always wins. Now, my point is, we're ready for this. So, look, I just want to change. I'm looking forward to a change.
Yeah, no, I think everyone's looking forward to a bit of a change because, look, everything is in a bit of a mess at the moment. But do you know the one thing that I do want to say about the whole Rishi exiting and Keir sort of taking his seat, and taking his house, really, 10 Downing Street. He's moved into that's weird. He's moved
sleeping in your bed, bruv. I'm sleeping in
he's gone full Drew Hill. And can I just say, like, the weirdest thing of all of this that I saw, Rishi Sunak was giving his speech outside Downing Street, basically saying that he's lost and he's off.
Yeah.
And then his wife was standing in the background like she's a ghost or something. That scared me.
Yeah, she became such a meme. She became such a meme.
What?
They kept it so quiet. Like I gotta rate it. They kept her so low key. She wasn't out in the media. Like they couldn't really take the mickey out of her. And then the last day, she just became the biggest meme ever. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for her.
All it was, Tommy, was basically Rishi was standing, say, like at the lectern outside 10 Downing Street, and she was just
sorry.
Yeah, he basically said sorry, and she was just over his sort of right shoulder, and you could see her in the background looking a bit unhappy, and it just looked a bit awkward to me.
No, the way she was standing, her face expression, she looked like one of those dolls from a horror movie, and so that's what the memes were like. Like they were like, So all of that. It was
scary.
What's that horror movie? I can't remember it, but the one with the doll
or whatever, like that
the one with the female doll in it. I can't remember what it is now, but
what is like, there's Chucky, which is a doll. Anyway, but
no, but yeah,
that's because the meme that I saw was like them playing Bollywood songs when they walk into the car and all that stuff, and it's like they got the wicked little aerial shot. I don't know how they've done this kind of crane shot. And it's proper like a movie shot. The two of them hand in hand, just them on Downing Street getting into the car, and he. I'm sorry, from a banda to a banda, you can see in his eyes. When you sort of told up, you doing that walk to the headmaster's office, that kind of that feeling of I've messed up, or like just a bit disheveled.
Yeah.
But she should have put her arm around him or something like, look, don't worry, I still love you, man. Let's go back, have some wild nookie, wild sex. Let's go.
You know what it's like for Asians. When you've failed like that, it's like that's it. Because he's thinking, about he's thinking about the family. He's thinking about his mum and dad.
In-laws.
Yeah,
billionaire in-laws.
You flop, bro.
Yeah.
You flop. Like you flopped it, bro. And so that for an Asian, there's a whole lot of extra stuff that we've got to process. Do you know what I mean? That for other, a Gora ain't gonna happen.
You've hit the nail on the head, because look, let's be honest. I'm going to say it. When you're an Asian man, right, and you go married through the Asian system, like it's kind of assisted, the parent of approval, uncle and approval,
the Asian system,
right?
The Asian system.
I met my in-laws, and my in-laws are like, oh, but you're a DJ.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Where's that? Yeah, I know. Where's that going? And I said, no, but I'm also trying to get into rate. At that
point, that going?
Right. But
one day
I've got one or two properties. You got to kind of sell yourself to like, how are you worthy of our daughter's hand? Yeah. And now, I think so. I think in your typical traditional sense, things are changing. Times are changing. Everybody's different, but in general, on a Desi stereotype way, that's what's going on.
Okay.
So now all of a sudden,
Mil, I'm an influencer. I've got like 6 million followers. I do TikTok dances, bro.
But but are you going to look after our daughter? Are you going to pay the bills? Are you able to support her mentally, emotionally? Right. But my point is now, I know billionaire families, and it's a different world. They are all like they're busy all the time. It's a different level of security, different level of
busy
threat.
what? Counting their money.
Yeah, but also the kind of things that they're involved in. It's not like day to day pay your bills like we are. It's big. You're making different kind of moves.
Yeah.
Very international.
Yes.
You know, like even who the Hindujas. I met them, right? And he said to me, he goes, I got 8 phones when I go on holiday.
No nonsense.
No, he goes, there's 8 phones under the bed.
I can believe that.
Like his day bed, like by the side of the pool.
It's probably 8 million under his bed as well.
Exactly. There's probably eight bunde holding each phone because he can.
He could just get a water bed if he likes a little bit of jiggy, like under the bed. I mean,
the phone vibrate.
Yeah. No, but also talking of like how these billionaires roll, we've got to quickly mention that the Ambani family are still in the midst of that wedding, which is still going. We've had new prime ministers. We've had everything. We've still not had summer, and yet they've had so many weddings, and I don't know what this is now.
No, hang on. It's not so many weddings. It's one wedding, right. So many events and parties.
But there's no Hindu schedule that has this many events spread over these many months.
Why not? Leave them to it, innit?
What is it? Like, are they going in reverse or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, what? Why? I thought they had the wedding. I thought they had the wedding reception. This was some Sangeet party, another Sangeet party or something. They're all dressed in gold. Salman Khan comes out, and then Justin Bieber's there. I mean, what is that? Justin Bieber.
And bruv, he flew in on a private jet for one day, did the gig.
They all do. They all just fly in for a few hours and they fly back out again. Justin Bieber is dancing and, cuddling the Ambanis. And then...
what's his name again? What's the son's name who's getting married? Who got married? Anand. Is it Anand?
Anand. Yeah.
Anand. It's not with a D, it's with a T on the end, isn't it?
T. And then, next minute, right, so they're in the midst of this wedding, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if you saw it, they're having another party in India, and you've got Mrs. Ambani welcoming all the Indian cricketers onto stage. I'm like, who organized this? Because these are the wedding organizers. These are the planners that you need in your life. Do you know what I mean? How are they going to do that and then organize this big thing? And then they're all singing, Lehrado and all of these big India tunes. And they're hugging, the whole Ambani family is hugging the Indian cricket players.
I'm going to say the clip I saw. Bear in mind, we've been watching all the videos and stuff that released from the weddings and stuff. And, my heart goes, I do get a sense of like, I love weddings, right? So I like even this big level. I'm like, look at them too. And obviously, look, let's be honest, the way he looks and the way she is, everyone's saying, is it love? Is it money? Whatever, right? You can stereotype that, but I believe
Can't say that.
I believe you don't. Yeah, I believe you don't know.
No, honestly, he's a really good guy from what I've seen.
Right, exactly that. And his
I'd want to be mates with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, right. Now,
I bet you would. Most people would want to.
No, legit. Not even about the money or nothing. He just seems like a good guy. I'd love to speak to him.
That's exactly how I felt. I thought, you know what? He's a sweet guy, and actually so nice that he hasn't turned out to be a complete cock.
Yeah.
Coming from all that money, and therefore I believe in their love, even though physically, I'm going to just say it, it's a mismatch. Typically, but I joke about these things all the time. I see people in the audience of my crowd, and I go, "Oh my God, look at you, look at her, look at him, look at her. Oh, he's handsome, she's handsome." I'll say it both ways, but that aside. I'm going to say, I don't care. Right? It looks like
He's punching.
Right? He's punching, right? But that's fine. I'm punching. We should always be punching. That's the whole point. We want to be punching. We want to be out of our depth. We want someone who we find super attractive.
Nah, Tommy, you're fit.
But
you're well fit, Tommy.
I think he's a knob. I think he's a knob because of one thing, and only one thing. This is what I saw.
Who is?
Anand
okay.
Ambani, right?
Go on.
Because I know he's Sachin's friend now. Sorry, Sach, right? And I know Sach is lining himself up for gigs for DJ.
Yeah, innit? Blatantly. He wants to be the Ambani DJ.
I never get invited off the back of this comment. It's fine. My life will carry on, right? But he's grabbing the flipping legend that is Dhoni, right? And he's grabbing Dhoni's arm and making him dance with him. So Salman Khan is in some weird trance in this video. He's doing like... Have you seen that video?
Is that the one where they're dancing to? They come out and then they have to dance. They do like a little Salman Khan's tune.
Salman's in and he's like that. He's just looking. He's just got like a weird steery, like he's been possessed. And then what Anand is doing, but I think the reason why I'm finding it annoying is because I've been Dhoni in this situation where I'm sober. Everyone around me isn't, and they're pulling me and pushing me and yanking, going, "Oh, dance, dance, kara shal maro, kara guy." And I'm just like, you know what, mate?
I can so imagine Tommy. I can so imagine Tommy just like going, leave me alone.
Look at the video. Dhoni's looking at him like, mate. And if anybody knows anything about Dhoni, MS Dhoni, from a media angle, from a like a what's the word, publicity angle, he doesn't do publicity. He's
minimal. No, okay. So minimal. I'm going to stop you there right now, right? And you're saying that Dhoni doesn't want to do it, and he doesn't like and it's not nice being pulled along when you don't want to dance and all that. Firstly, though, if you ain't into that, don't go to the party. See, if you can't be the bakra and then have it your way as well. You're going there because you absolutely know that it's with the rich people, it's with the big boys. Everyone wants this ticket in town, and only a few people are going to get it. So therefore, if you go there, then you have to end up bending over and dancing and doing the jiggy wiggy, because basically that's what you're there for.
Luciano Dhoni's there doing the Macarena, and I'm like, no.
Dhoni, you get your helicopter swing out and you start swinging it, baby, because you know what? That's what you're there for.
I'd love it. You know what? If you're a Nant, would you then go, Dhoni, here's another 50 crore, right? Whatever. Put these nipple tassels on. Let me see you come out.
Absolutely.
I think it's pure power flex. It's no different from what P. Diddy's doing. Anant is P. Diddy in the making.
No, you can't say that.
You just gone to another level there, Tommy. That's different.
Diddy got into the freak, but from what I understand from the stories from 50 Cent, Diddy got into
from 50 Cent, your source.
Yeah. Diddy got into the freaky stuff because he's got so much bassa that he just don't know what to do with it. So he's slept around.
No, but that's no excuse to kick women in the head.
Say that again.
That's not an excuse to kick women in the head.
No, that's something else then. That's more of a power. Diddy's power flex went in another level, and he thought he can control everyone. And when people aren't controllable, he gets angry, throws a tantrum, he's done with that. Massively wrong. Okay, maybe you're right. It's wrong to compare.
No, I don't think
Anant is buying people. Anant is buying Bieber, buying Bill Gates, and he's just like, and eventually he's going to run out of people to buy. Then he should call us.
I never used to understand it in WWF when $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase used to say everyone's got a price for the $1 Million Man. But basically, as you grow up, that's it. That's the bottom line. That is that everyone has got a price.
And speaking of the big ticket and prices and stuff, I want to kind of say Tommy put a post out this week and he said our podcast festival was sold out.
It's sold out. 14th of September, London Podcast Festival.
Can I just say?
No, hang on. You can't just say anything because I want to just say.
No, I'm going to say. Oh, God.
No, that is false information.
What?
There is.
Oh, dear.
Go onto the website, Tommy. Still 4 tickets left. It's not sold out.
4.
Yeah, that's sold out. They're going to go. 4 tickets. The room holds over 200 people.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get them to squeeze another 15 in, being there.
Oh, here we go. Typical Desi.
Just put a few seats out at the back. We'll squeeze them in, innit?
Can I just say, and I'm happy to admit this, right? When Sad said, we're in the podcast festival, and you know what, Kedge, they're going to give us the big room because we were the quickest to sell out last time. And so they said, you know what, we need to go into the bigger room because it was just ridiculous. Even they said it, we didn't, right? When Sad told me that, I kind of bottled it and I went, I think that's a mistake.
Spurs fan.
Yeah, I bottled it because I thought that's a mistake. I said, I'll tell you why. I said, I don't think we're going to do this. I don't think we're going to sell this out because, there's a handful of people that, will come and make an effort. But I just want to say, and it's an early...
You're always cynical shit. Let's just point that out.
But it's an early... Can I just give an early round of applause? Because, being the producer, I always see the issues before they actually happen. And the problem is, for me, is I didn't think we were going to do this. And a little... gentle round of applause to everyone who has bought a ticket because you know what? I'm so shocked that they want to come to this.
Yeah. Why? I'm actually genuinely, and I'm not shocked. I'm quietly humbled and genuinely grateful. I'll tell you why. Look, as a podcast, I don't want to get all serious. We get these messages from people saying how much the podcast helps them through tough times. Yes. I used podcasts. Obviously, I used the time I spent with you guys and my own and other podcasts I listened to get me through my hard times when we lost our jobs and everything else. And I thought all my career was over. All of that, I've talked about it openly, right? So podcasts play a big part in that. And the fact that 250 odd people are going to, 246.
Right? It's not 240, it's 200.
It's 200. No, it's 200 and something, but I'm just saying there's 4
something in the room. Right. Yeah. Okay. But when Satch goes, there's 70. Okay, put it this way. When I do all these comedy nights, if we've got 4, 5, 6 seats left, it's sold out. Because on the day, people will turn up, something happens, and just go. So I put up the post saying, yeah, it's sold out. And also, I found that video quite funny of those.
It was funny.
Those two ladies dancing. So that aside, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super chuffed. I'm super glad. But can I just say, if Kedge was right, if we'd only sold half the podcast room, bruv, this would have been a 20-minute rant of "I told you so." But instead, what you get, Saj, is a little patronizing.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. And do you know what? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being in the big room and seeing more of our Brownload listeners. But I'll tell you something that I am looking forward to hearing, Tommy.
Yeah,
it's about your weekend because, bruv, I saw you up a mountain, down a mountain, driving.
Can I be honest? The worst possible timing. And I'm going to be honest. I don't care, right? Me and my wife have argued about this. Not argued. We've discussed it with intensity.
Oh, that's very calm.
Right. Okay. Go on. What happened?
Someone think that you're going to a therapy session.
Yeah, mate. We're not far away. It's just quite expensive. That's why I begrudge spending that money on therapy. But I probably do need it. But that's a whole other thing. So what we discussed was, I said, look, this is 1 week before I do this Bollywood Odyssey show at the Best Theatre. This is the last weekend, and she's doing this. But sorry, in case you wonder what I'm talking about, if you don't follow me on social media, my wife did the 3 Peaks Challenge. That is climbing Ben Nevis, Scafell Pike, and Snowdon. So Ben Nevis in Scotland, Scafell Pike in England, Peak District, and Snowdon in Wales.
That's a lot.
All 3 mountains in 24 hours.
That's a lot of traveling.
Yes. Well, firstly, I had to drive them up to Scotland 9 hours. Right? Then,
my God.
Then we go to sleep that night. We wake up the next day. They climb Ben Nevis in the afternoon. They come down at night. Then they fall asleep in the car, and I drive them 5 hours to Scafell Pike. They start climbing Scafell Pike at 2-3 a.m. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a night climb. They finish that at 7 a.m. Get back in the car. I drive another 4.5-5 hours to Snowdon, and they climb Snowdon and down again.
So you're the crew. You're crewing the athletes here. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And I then said, you know what? I said to other people, I didn't say to them during it. I said, the drive is really tiring, but you feel bad talking about how tiring the drive is when they've got to climb mountains.
Do you know what? You should have set up a little GoFundMe page for you, because I'd have donated to that.
Mm.
You would have got a tenner out of me, mate.
Because I don't plan anything in life and I'm always a bit last minute, I looked into it afterwards and they said, we recommend 2 drivers. I'm like, okay.
No shit.
But then because I was driving 4 people, we didn't all fit in the car. So it's all of them ones. But having said that, when they first went up the first mountain, I was like, result, I got 4 or 5 hours to kill. I never get time on my own. I went and had a pedicure and a massage, right? As I do, right? And then I tried to get to the cinema. I missed the cinema film screening that was showing because my massage went on a bit later. Nothing dodgy. It just went because I tried to long it out because I was thinking I had several hours to kill. And then when we got to Scafell Pike, that was a night climb, so I just fell asleep in the car. But when we got to Snowdon, I was mullered now.
Right? Of course you were.
Kind of driven pretty much through the night. You're not really sleeping properly. I can't sleep in a car, And while they went up and down the mountain, I was like, well, I need to just sleep. I need to get into a bed. Yes. Screw it. I'm going to pay for a hotel room for the night. You know what? Round by Snowdon, there's no hotel rooms. Nothing.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
But what there is a youth hostel.
Oh.
So I walk into a
YMCA.
Have you seen Hostel, the film, by the way?
Yeah. No,
but I've heard the song Hostel by Sherry Mon.
Oh yeah. There was no Yara to hang out with. Hostel by a room. There was nothing. There was no board.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Hostel's a great film.
Yeah, Hostel. But because of that, I'm a little bit frightened of hostels. And as soon as I walk in, if you haven't seen it, it's like a horror film, like a thriller, but it's a good one.
It's a horror film. It's
pretty 15 years old now. But anyway, so I go in there and I go, what's the crack? How much is it for a room for the night? They went, £28. I went, result, I'll take that. But I went, but I only need it for 3-4 hours. She went, well, you're going to pay for a whole room, even though you only I went, £28, trust me. That's fine.
It's cool.
I can do that.
That's cheaper than any cheap hotel.
Right. I said, I'll do that. And I said, right. And then she goes, oh, okay. She goes, I tell you what. She said it herself. She goes, you only, because I said I needed to like 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's like 12, 1 o'clock now. The girls are going up.
Yeah.
And by the way, it was my wife and my 2 nieces and the niece's friend. So 4 of them.
Right.
And so I'm there in the hostel when I go and I'm looking around, and everyone's backpacking, there's a few back checking in, check it out. And I went, so just talk me through it. Like, I've never stayed in the hostel before. Like, where's my room? She goes, oh, it's a communal room. I said, I'm sorry, what? She goes, it's a communal room.
Oh.
I said, what does that mean? Like, I said, I'm going to go sleep in the bed now.
Yeah.
So someone can just walk in while I'm sleeping. She went, yeah, it's a hostel. And they're laughing because I'm like an alien that's landed going, what is this?
Were they Asian? Were they Asian?
No.
Bro, Asians in there.
No, only because like there's like a few Asian youth hostels like in and around London. So I just thought maybe this one might have been as well.
No, not in flipping Wales or where. It's Wales, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, you never know.
No. You know what? You're thinking of that Indian YMCA.
Indian YMCA, yeah.
Which, by the way, is now famous. If you look up best Indian restaurants in London,
Bruv,
it comes up.
The food in there. When I was at uni, I used to live on that food because it's cheap, and the matar paneer was brilliant.
Unbelievable, because it's made by desis from India.
Yes.
Or Pakistan or wherever they're from. So they know how to do a proper curry. Anyway.
Yes.
So I go into this room. It's empty because everyone's checked out and I'm coming at 12 and people are checking in from 3. Yeah. So I figure, okay, I've got until 3 and I'm it's 6 bunk beds and it's an all male dorm. And then bro, you know what? It's weird.
Top or bottom? Top or bottom?
Bottom. I'm a bottom man.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? No, but what about on the actual bunk? I mean,
yeah. So I go in. And I think, right, I put my shoes under the bed.
This reminds me. Sorry, I just had a moment of like 3 Idiots or something. You know that scene? Is it 3 Idiots where they're all in bunk beds? Yeah, in 3 Idiots, like the size of you in a bunk bed.
In a bunk bed. I feel it all up. My arm is hanging off the side.
Yeah, go on. So you put your shoes under the bed, then what?
I put my shoes under the bed. I put my wallet, my keys, and my phone all inside my jacket that I was wearing. Folded it all up and put it under my pillow.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to be attacked.
Bro, this sounds like you were going in prison.
Yeah, but what would you do? What would you do?
Bro, I wouldn't even sleep. I'd sleep in the car.
Do you know what this sounds like, Tommy? It's when you stay on one of those overnight sleeper trains in India where you've just got to sleep with your belongings, because I've done that.
Well, see,
I would have put it in my boxes.
New sensation.
I would have put everything
No,
in my
because
boxes.
that's where they're going to go for.
What, your boxes?
Well, I did think that as well.
Bro, I would have just shoved it all in there. I mean, come on.
I know I'm not the cutest going, but I thought if I'm asleep, I'm a bit vulnerable. Plus, I'm pretty tired. I'm a deep sleeper. What if someone just pulls my kachi down and has a little fiddle with me or something like that?
You would know.
No, but
you'd feel the hover. You'd feel the hover.
I might pretend to still be asleep. No, you'd feel the hover. Yeah, it was pretty cold. So I'm there. I tucked the duvet in all around me. And then I'm like,
you have to.
I was so tired. I did fall asleep.
Good.
But then I heard the door going. I'm going, and what I'd done was I'd locked it from the inside, the door. Right. And then as I woke up, I thought, maybe the key doesn't work if you've locked it from the inside. But it did work. But it was a former resident of that dorm who had lost something in there. She came in. So I opened the door. She said, I'm so sorry. I said, no, don't worry. I was half asleep. I clearly looked half asleep. And then she kind of got her things. But after that, I couldn't go back to sleep. But it was my first bit of like communal living, communal sleeping, communal staying. And I'm telling you, it's a different way of being. And then I was in the kind of communal area watching them all play pool and stuff and hearing them chat about the travels and buses, getting mega buses around the country. And I'm like,
nice.
This is a whole different world. I'm too old. Too old for this. Talking of feeling too old for this, can I just say, I am too old for what I'm doing at the moment, which is this whole play thing, this Bollywood Odyssey.
How can you be old to be in a play?
Yeah, that don't make sense. Because, I mean, wasn't that Ian McKellen in a play recently as well? He's old.
Yeah, and what happened to him? Didn't he faint on stage?
Yeah, he fell off stage,
Right. Yeah, that'll be me, because
in
this play, Bollywood Odyssey, just to tell everybody, right? It's like an immersive Bollywood show which kind of captures loads of different bits of Bollywood films. So you're going to get a bit of Shah Rukh, bit of Hrithik, bit of Salman, bit of Madhuri, bit of so you get little flat. But
and that's just Tommy Sandu playing all of
That's just me with my different outfits. So it's all of that. And I'm this OTT character and all that, but all the dancers are young. People are like 19 to mid 20s. The lead actor guy is 23. The girls in it are in their late 20s.
You're not the lead?
Huh?
Are you not the lead?
I'm not the hero.
I want a refund.
The leads. I'm like a secondary lead. You got the main couple, And then it's me and another girl.
You're the showstopper, basically. Let's put it that way.
I'm the comedy relief a little bit.
You're the Morgan Freeman if he's casted in a film. You know, like the older kind of person that's, you know, got a bit more of a.
I'm going to take that, Satch, although I know it's not true, because I think that's a nice way for me to sum it up in my head.
Legit, I mean it. You're just saying now you're going to be around all these young kind of actors. You're the older person.
Yeah.
And you're good with your voice. He's good with his voice.
Yeah. But you know what's really hard is learning choreographed dance moves. I've got 4 dances. I dance to Bagunguru.
I thought you were going to say, I've got 4 dance moves and I've got to try and learn the choreography.
Yeah, it's like Mexican food. Just serve it loads of different ways. It's the same thing. Same thing.
I've got 4 dance moves and the hips just move slightly differently.
I've got the running man and the sideways running man.
I think this is amazing because, you know, like, the more I think about it, I'm just like, I just can't imagine you acting because we only know the one way you act, and that's you act like Tommy Sandu.
Well, it's funny you should say that because
there's no other person you got. Like, I don't know what you mean.
This is like, you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember that show that used to cut? I think it was BBC Two back in the day, and it was called Faking It.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that.
And so Channel 4. So you'd have a professional, and then they'd have to go. The one I remember is when this guy had to basically learn how to become an MC, and then he had to go to a garage rave, and he had to MC.
I remember that.
But don't you think that almost this is like, can Tommy Sandu fake it as someone, you know, in the performing arts?
So who do you have to play then? Go on. How
my character's called Roshan, and I am the spirit of Bollywood. So what happens is this guy, the main guy couple, has lost sight of belief and positivity and the Bollywood dream, and I come and I get them to go into through a portal, let's just say, and they enter the world of Bollywood where everyone's a dancer. It's a bit there's a Gabbar Singh character. There's a there's a Banwala. There's a this. So so really, if you love Bollywood, if you love all things Bollywood and a bit old school, you're gonna love this show. But that, what I've done is I've basically made my character Tommy Sandu on steroids. So I've just gone a bit OTT.
My God.
Yeah. So it's just a bit of that, bit of cheekiness, bit of rudeness, bit of sauciness, bit of like, and that's it. But learning moves, learning dance steps. Honestly, you get nervous, you break a sweat because it's not just fun dancing now. It's like 5, 6, 7, clap, top and switch, and left foot right and forward step and turn left foot and open that arm.
My God!
And I suddenly have these moments. I go, "What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I do this?"
Can you imagine if Tommy actually was busy, and he didn't, if he had loads of things to do, but I mean, just as well that you've got all this time.
I'm so free with nothing else.
Yeah, it's good. It's brilliant that you got all this time to learn choreographed moves.
My house. It's good that I've not got other property projects going on. It's good that I've not got kids and a wife that expect me to be around. It's really good that I've not got my parents to kind of run around after a little bit as well. So, it's good. It's good. I'm so free and I can just focus on my acting career.
Do you know what? I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to be there on Saturday and I might catch a bit of the end of it, Tommy. So you might see me.
Dude, I might pull you in with one of my dancers. I'll just put you.
I might pop down actually.
Please do. Aja, Nicola. And you know what? They're going all out. I've just seen all the rickshaw stands and all the Banwalas and all the Churiwalas, all that they've set up in the lobby of the theatre for the immersive part. Wow. And then you come into the theatre.
So you just reminded me, because obviously you said that it's a bit of a throwback and everything. Talking of throwbacks, I saw Axel F, the new Beverly Hills Cop film.
I've been wanting to watch that. Go on, please.
Sats, have you seen it?
I saw it.
Please.
Oh, Sats has seen it. There's 2 of us who've seen it. All right, let's start with the score. Out of 10.
No, please be good.
10, Satch. Out of 10.
I'd give it a good 7.5. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I think I'm at about a 7. Yes, it started off 6. I think I can push it to a 7.
It's a good film. Honestly, it is. There's a lot of kind of old school references which we're all going to like. Tommy, you're going to like
it. Which is the only reason.
And I think it was, do you know what? Like, I think films nowadays are sometimes just a bit too complicated. This was just, it fits in with the rest of the Beverly Hills Cops. It's along the same sort of lines. It was just a good watch. And do you know what? His gags are good in it, Tommy.
His gags are brilliant.
You'll like it for that.
Yeah, I miss Eddie Murphy because there's a lot of gags in there that you forget. You actually forget that we live in such a sterile world where we're not allowed to make jokes and not allowed to say anything. And the amount of times he says certain things where, we are so trained to go, oh my God, did he just say that? you know, or like jokes about black people or you know, stuff like that. And I was like, oh, like this was that era that we used to live in, and basically you could say things and people weren't upset about it. So there were some nice moments like that. There were some brilliant scenes, obviously, with the old school cast, and you know, for me, the best bit is when Serge comes in.
Oh yes, Sergio.
They're all in it. They're all in it. It's really good. It's Tommy. Watch it when you get a bit of time. Maybe on your travels.
It has been planned. It's Rotten Tomatoes. It's being cussed because it costs so much money. Apparently, the budget was over £100 million, and people are saying it's not worth it. And then you wonder why it didn't make a cinema release. You know, because actually, I kind of wanted to watch it in a cinema.
Really?
It just went straight to Netflix. So you kind of think, well, hold on a minute, you spent over £100 million on this film.
I'm happy with that.
How are you going to make the money back on this? I don't know.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, Netflix money. That's what they needed. But I'm looking forward for a retro angle. They got the music. Dun, dun,
of course they have. And you know when it goes slow or it's got a little bit of tension, and then it changes the style of music. I did love all of that, and you know, it's actually a nice father-daughter story in there as well.
Okay, lovely. Okay, I will get down on that. I have to wrap this podcast up fairly quickly
today. Yes, I know you do.
My fault. I'll take it. Tonight I'm in Stoke for a comedy gig. Tomorrow I'm in Cardiff because I'm doing the Domino's Pizza corporate gig, which I can't wait.
Oh, Domino!
Guess what food they're serving?
Indian
chicken tikka masala.
Indian curry. You know why? Because most of their workers are Desi. That's what they realize. So it's a celebration of all the workers.
Can you just do a gag? Can you do the gag about putting paneer on your pizza? Just drop that in with the CEO. Just, you know, the day that any pizza company puts paneer on their pizza, watch their sales. They won't have to do that. No.
They haven't done a Diwali paneer pizza.
No. They just just tell them to go to India and learn.
They don't need to do that.
They won't have to make these silly social media memes anymore. Trust me. They stick paneer on pizza. They change. We call it the brown load, you know, Domino or something. We'll sponsor us. We sponsor them. We give them ideas. Come on, let's work that.
Yeah, the Domino load.
The brown load. The brown loaded.
Yeah.
Brown loaded.
Or you can get your Domino's pizza brown loaded.
Yes.
Brown loaded with whatever you want. Brown loaded with paneer, brown loaded with keema, brown loaded with
the veg brown loaded one. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, marketing.
Yeah. I'm with you, Kedge. That's why we're good together. Okay.
Please.
So things we've learned. Can I start with my thing I've learned? Because it's a bit of a silly one. Because I'm doing the dance to Buzurgon Ne.
Yeah.
I think I've always enjoyed this word, but I've never known what it meant. So I'm gonna, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast before, so correct me if I have, because my brain's frazzled. Buzurgon Ne. Buzurgon Ne.
I went down on Friday. I went down to Buzur, mate.
Yeah.
Buzurgon
Ne. He's Buzurgon Ne.
What's his name? Buzur. Buzurgon Ne. No. Buzurgon Ne. You know, at the start of the song is Buzurgon Ne.
I didn't even know that was the word he said. Is Buzurgon Ne one word?
Huh? Buzurgon Ne, yeah. So the thing I've learned this week is what Buzurgon Ne means.
Go on.
I think it's a great sounding word, and it means older people. The Buzurgon Ne, the wiser ones. Buzurgon Ne, and he's talking to Buzurgon Ne, and he's talking to them. So he's talking to older people. So the thing I learned this week was the meaning of the word Buzurgon Ne, and I think it's great.
Love it.
Wow.
The Buzurgon Ne, mate.
My one's in 2 parts.
Oh, go on in quickly.
I'll quickly go. My one's in 2 parts, and it's themed around the election and everything that we had. And that is, firstly, when Keir Starmer goes to obviously the king to say that, you know, he wants to form a government and everything, guess what he has to hand in?
£21 and a new suit, shirt and tie.
No, his passport. When you become prime minister, you have to hand in your passport. You don't have a passport. How mental is that? So Rishi Sunak would have picked up his passport after all these years.
That is mad.
That is mad. I did not know.
That is good. What does that mean? That you don't need it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
What do you need a passport for? You are prime minister.
You're the boss now. And the second thing that I learned is, if no one had voted at the general elections that we just had, do you know what would have happened? So nobody goes and puts a vote.
0 people. You mean 0?
0 people voted. What would have happened at the general election? Do you know about that?
Not a clue.
That's what I found out as well. And this is mental, coming from England and all the tradition and all the rules and all of that. The answer to that is that you would have to draw lots.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Yeah.
Who gets prime minister?
Yeah. Like, so you just draw lots on which political party wins which
That's
area.
a good one. That's a
It's
good
a bit
one.
silly, isn't it?
Two good ones, Kelly. Satch?
The thing I learned is obviously it's all Wimbledon fever at the moment, and I'm still trying to get one of those Evian water bottles. No one's getting one for me because they're not available. The thing I learned is where did tennis originate from? I never knew this. France, but it's played by flipping medieval knights, and do you know what they used? Their hands. So it was tennis with their hands.
Oh,
I think they used to call it
like pat ball.
Yeah, we used to play that.
We used to play that
sometimes at PE when it was raining and stuff.
So that's how it started. Then they got rackets.
There we go.
And by the way, that Italian guy is unbelievable. I just been watching. I watched a little bit of him. The one who won yesterday. I forget his name. Sinner.
Oh, Sinner.
Yeah, sick. He just did a through the leg shot.
He changes that phrase though for me completely. Don't be a sinner, be a winner.
Yeah. Winner. No, sinner, chicken dinner is what it would be. So he's a winner all round. Nice one. Listen, thank you for everybody. Thanks for listening as well. And thank you to the people that have just bought the last 7 tickets during this podcast. Or 4 tickets, whatever Satch's on that back row. Satch's dodgy, illegal immigrant back row.
No. Back row. They're coming still. They're coming. Yeah. I'm working on that.
After the show's done, that back row is going to Rwanda. So be careful, okay? That's
no, that policy scrap. That policy scrap.
Thank you, boys. Until next week. We'll catch you later.
Les.
Laters.